Hello, I'm Battlescar1313, and today I'm going to give you a preview of, at the end of my YouTube playlist, Final Fantasy XIII-2 Max Crystarium Guide. I'm going to show you what the stats are going to look like, and keep in mind these are the starter weapons. He has 855 strength, 513 magic, and she has 410 strength, 884 magic. So they're pretty good with just base stats, and every weapon will bring his strength up, and every weapon will bring her magic up. Now there are some honorable mentions that I'm going to go through. Now, chain bonus level 5 I think most players prefer because it just increases the power of attacks if you're using the same attacks over and over again. And the ATB plus 50%, if you know how to use double Cerberuses and double Tri-Disasters, you can do what they call the ATB glitch, and that's gonna nullify the next weapon that I'm gonna go over. And the Grand Diva is found by Ochu, and this weapon, Indratlet, however you say that, this is found by defeating Immortal. And there is a weapon that most people would call the ultimate weapon, and you get it by fighting Yomi and winning Trapezohedrons off him, or her, whichever Yomi identifies as. But this gives ATB gauge plus 1, and that means all across your screen you're going to have attacks you can put in. And it's really not a bad weapon, especially if you know how to use it. But Odin Bolt for Sarah and Odin Blade for Noel is the ultimate weapons of the game. And you get this by getting, well, you get it by powering it up with 160 fragments. After that, it's at its full potential, and compared to other weapons, it's not really that much better. Here's the ATB gauge. It's just, you know, we can look at the weapons power here. We have, well, oh, those are all kind of in a different order than I thought it was. This is 72 strength and 120 magic, and then her other one, Indratlet, is 64 strength and 80 magic. So the chain bonus 5 puts magic up more, and it's just more recommended. But looking back on Odin Blade, there is one thing you could do, and that is try and balance out Noel's stats. And durable Shannon's marks are the best you can get for raising magic. So he's got over 1,000 on both his stats, and with her, if we were to get rid of the durable Brawler's wristbands, it wouldn't really help her out as much as at all. So that, you know, that's a question, but there's a much easier way to do it, and I'm going to show you now. There's a weapon you can get by Chocobo races, and the tower for him and Nagaraya for her, these are really important. They got power link and mana link. Now you'll notice that with mana link, her stats won't go up if you put strength increasings on it. It won't affect her stats at all. Same with him with magic. it just doesn't go up. But if you give Noel the best, and if you did the guide that I had on YouTube, and you give him the best strength increasing stats, we'll go DLC later, but you can see he has really good stats, and she can even get better because she has more of a capability of being a mage than Noel had being a physical fighter. So you can see they're really well into the 1,000 territory. She's evenly 1,233 on strength and magic, and he's 1,192 on strength and magic. And you can't get really much better than that. But if you were to do Ultimize for him and go to strength, you'll see he does get equipped with the Ultima or Odin Blade. That's because it's just the game's way of saying that's the ultimate weapon, and it is in a way, but he doesn't want balanced stats to where both of your stats are awesome. You know, Noel and Sarah make the best commando and the best mage this way, and that was the whole purpose of the guide to max stats your characters, was to make it to this point. And you'll understand that these items aren't the best because, for one, they're DLC. They reduce maximum HP and inflict poison, but this is the maximum stats you can have, and as the playlist is called max stats. But I did go over if you were to put the durable brawlers wristbands, or if you couldn't afford that, because those items, the brawlers wristbands and the durable brawlers wristbands and the durable Shannon's Mark, or Shaman's Mark, yeah, durable Shaman's Mark, those are really hard to get sometimes. So a lot of people would go this route. You get a vampiric strike for him. With her, if you're going to be getting and using more obtainable items, she gets a buff duration. I think it's up to 16%. Yeah, so that would be their stats right there, and the buff duration kind of indicates that she's a syringist as well. So anyways, I'll go over one last thing because that pretty much concludes the weapons and accessories, and that's some of the monster builds that I made. Lightning I ended up changing. I took off HP plus 35%. I put Ally KO Power Surge 2, and now whenever ally like Sarah or Noel get KO'd once or twice or anytime, she gets a permanent Power Surge, and that goes good with attack. No, there's a roll renaissance. Yeah, so double Cerberus, she's got enhanced commando and stuff like that. And with Cloud Burst, I kept him the same. There is one thing that I want to go through and mention. There's one monster that you really want to wait and not complete until the end. He is the best saboteur in the game, but he also has one of the best abilities, and it's Necrosis. This guy right here, he naturally has resilience plus 40%, and you're going to want this on pretty much all your monsters except for your Ravager and your Commando. And so that means Medic, Syringist, Saboteur, Sentinel, yeah, all those are going to get and need that resilience plus 40%. So besides that, the only other monster that I have is a Syringist right here. I pressed the wrong button. But here's the abilities I gave it, and it's nothing, too much. It's a really good, that auto terror defense really helps at the beginning of the battle. But other than that, yes, that's the stuff you can look forward to. I do apologize about the previous audio. I do plan to fix it, and when I do, I'll let you know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye bye.